Sciatica is a shooting pain or an achy pain down through the back of the leg, front of the shin, from irritation or compression of the sciatic nerve. Now there's two obvious ways that you can get sciatica, and I'll explain what they are, and then I'm going to give you a bunch of exercises that you can do to correct either version of this. So this is a full sciatic video. You don't have to watch any more sciatica videos. This is going to give you all the answers you need. So there's two types. The first type we're going to cover is what's called piriformis syndrome. This is where you get an irritated or compressed, let's say, piriformis or sciatic nerve in the buttock through a tightness of the piriformis muscle. So the muscle tightens in here, it can press on that nerve for some people, and that will send pain down the leg. If you've got pain originating in the buttock area, which goes down the leg, which is maybe worse when you're seated, then you may well have piriformis syndrome, and I'm going to give you some exercises to get rid of that. If you've got pain in the back and you've got pain shooting down the leg with it, you may well have a disc prolapse or maybe a bit of wear and tear in the lower back, and that's putting pressure on the nerve. Let's do the piriformis syndrome first. So some exercises we can do is to release that muscle. We need to stretch it. We're going to bring your leg here, and then you're going to let that knee drop down, bring your body forwards. When you're doing this, you're stretching and elongating that piriformis muscle. That's giving you a great stretch through this area. Hold it for about a minute and do that 4 or 5 times a day, regularly throughout the day. The next thing we're going to do is less of a stretch, more of an immediate direct release. So I want you to get a tennis ball and you're going to pop it on the floor and you're going to sit on it. So picture this, if there's a floor here and I sit on the tennis ball, you can either do it in a chair like this, or you can do it like this where you're sort of moving around. Find the really painful spot right in there and sit on that ball. So you're going to be sat on the ball, it's going to be painful, but hold it there. And then as you hold it, you feel that pain releasing off. And as the pain drops down, that's basically the piriformis muscle letting go and relaxing. So that's what we need to be going for, releasing off that piriformis muscle. It may take 10, 20 seconds to release. It may take up to a minute. Do 4 or 5 times all around that buttock area where that tight piriformis muscle is pressing on the nerve. Now, once we've done those, that's hopefully going to address that piriformis syndrome. We're then going to move over to the other type of sciatica, which is pinching or irritation of the nerve in the lower back. Now, a really common reason for this is a disc prolapse or a disc bulge, but sometimes it happens from wear and tear in the spine where the space for that nerve to pass out is reduced. Either way, we need to take pressure off the nerve, and I'm going to show you how we can do that now. So the obvious way to do it is to decompress your spine. Find a kitchen counter, pop your elbows on the counter and let your body drop off. It's going to look like this. So elbows on, hips off, and just let your body drop down, and then you can move your hips around. This is tractioning down through the spine. So it's tractioning and decompressing the spine. And if you picture the nerve being pinched between 2 bones, if you're doing that, you're taking pressure off the nerve. So that's a great one to do. You can hang there for a good minute, 5 times a day. And then the next thing we're going to do is a cat stretch, which has also had a bit of side bending in it as well. I'll show you what that looks like. So in this position, your back goes all the way up and then all the way down. So you can do 20 of these, all the way up, all the way down, and then you can just do side bending like this. Now, if you've got pain on that right side going down the right leg, you can do this. So you can side bend more this way, tipping through, and that's just opening up the side of that spine where that nerve's being pinched. I'm going to show you now with the spine exactly what I mean. So this is the disc, and this is a disc prolapse, and that's the nerve. So if you've got compression through that nerve, now you can understand why you want tractioning rather than compression. So if we can traction the spine, we get less pressure on that nerve, less pain shooting down the leg. The key thing is that you've got to give these exercises a really good go. Persist with them, they'll make a difference. If you want a one-on-one consultation where we run through exactly what the problems are with your spine, why you're getting piriformis syndrome, why you're getting sciatica, or just back pain, and if you'd like help to get rid of that, a full exercise program, then click on the link in my profile page on TikTok or Instagram, and you'll get sent through to my calendar. You can pick a day and time that works best for you, and we'll do what we can to get you pain-free, moving and feeling a lot better.